Let's talk YouTube heroes. Oh dear, oh my. This is another case of YouTube trying a thing to fix a problem and cocking it up, basically, by trying to not do any work. This is classic YouTube. You know, for example, recently we had that whole thing with advertiser-friendly content, which was probably in response to drama channels, and instead of, cracking down with a human being or a team of human beings on drama channels and how they are run, they're just like, nope, gonna get a robot to do it. Can't go wrong, flawless plan. And now they've kind of done something similar here, except, it's not a robot, Instead, they are going to get the community itself to moderate the community. So YouTube commenters are going to moderate other YouTube commenters. And this is what a YouTube hero is. You know, if you're a YouTube hero, you start off at level 0 and you can level up by doing various things. And as you level up, you get more power to do more things. Basically, they're giving you internet points so you work for free. You know, Google should probably be paying a couple of people to do this, but instead, they're saying, hey community, you'll do it for free if we give you some internet points, right? However, the real problems are in the things that they are very much encouraging you to do and how they can be really, really abused. Because let's be honest, YouTube comments can and often are an absolute hellhole. Now, our comments on this channel, by and by, are pretty much fine. You know, they're pretty good most of the time, actually. You know, very, very rarely I get a troll comment, but most of the time it's just people actually, discussing the video, giving feedback, what comments are meant for. But we're a small channel. You head over to a bigger channel, and it's probably going to be an absolute cesspit. So obviously, moderation and things like that do need to happen. But getting the community to do it, right? So here's what a YouTube hero can do. They can add captions and subtitles to videos. They can report negative content. Sorry, not negative content, inappropriate videos, I should say. They can also mass flag videos and help moderate content in the YouTube community. Now, I'm sure you can already see for yourself how this is ripe for abuse. Now, people's videos getting flagged because the people flagging disagree with the opinion being expressed is already an issue. That already happens. You know, someone who's fairly inflammatory will put out a video, or someone who's just very sort of bold-faced and will just say what they think about a controversial topic will just put out a video, and if obviously it gets loads of views, and there's a load of people, oh, I disagree with that person, I'm going to flag this video, and if a lot of people do that, obviously it's not good for the person's video. And in this instance, that is actually being directly incentivized by YouTube. And, again, with reporting inappropriate content, that is ripe for abuse as well. Now, obviously, they've kind of sort of addressed this with how you level up. Obviously, you don't just start with the ability straight away to mass flag videos and everything, because that would be silly. That would be completely insane, even for YouTube. But, as we all know, some people are very determined when it comes to these sort of things. So, I would not put it past some people to be like, you know what, I'm just going to act like a good person, or a normal person, should I say, not abusing the YouTube hero system for a while, build up points, actually, give accurate reports, complete a subtitle, answer a question on a YouTube forum with the best answer. These are examples of things that can earn you points for YouTube heroes that I'm reading off the YouTube page right now. For a while, and then they have these new powers. And oh look. Ultimate power. Now, it's not to say there aren't rules in place. Of course there are. For example, you can't harass people. They are still sort of bound by the anti-harassment policy of YouTube. You also can't submit fake or misleading contributions and all that sort of stuff. So, there are some policies in place. But, here's the issue. Okay, so you've got the group of YouTube hero moderators, but then you have a moderator moderating the moderators to make sure that they're not flagging a video of, like, a cat just lying in the sun is inappropriate, and making sure that, they're not abusing this power that they've gotten. But you can make the argument, okay, so is this actually going to be a human, or is this going to be another robot? Because, well, if it's a human, why not just get a human to moderate in the first place? But I've got a feeling, because it's YouTube, that it's going to be a robot. But of course, I could be wrong. But that's pretty much how they've done everything else up until now. It's like, hey, get a robot to do it. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, you know, leaving the exploitable nature of all this aside for the minute, the other issue is, like, Google are literally exploiting their community here. They're saying, hey, do you want to work for free? We could pay someone bank to do this, but we're not going to do that because you're going to work for free, right? And again, there's two huge problems here. Problems for people getting their videos probably inappropriately mass flagged, and problems the fact that, you know, a bunch of people are being exploited because Google want them to work for free. Now, there are other similar policies in place on websites like Wikipedia and other such places, and, you know, they kind of work there, kind of. And even on those sites, you know, there have been disputes and all sort of nastiness going on, and there even have been issues with those quote-unquote successful ways of implementing a similar method of community moderation and curation. But, you know, let's not be harsh here, this is YouTube. As I just said, you know, our comments are actually pretty good. Most of the time, fine. Actual discussion of the video, great. But most of the time, you avoid the YouTube comments because they're horrible. Most of the time. Just the other day, I got dragged into some inane conversation on my personal account because I dared to say something someone disagreed with. You know, just look at the fact that the actual YouTube official reveal video of YouTube Heroes has had the comments blocked, and the dislike versus like ratio is heavily in favour of dislikes. Shows you exactly why, in one simple image, this is a bad idea. Now, how much impact this is actually going to have, well, we're only going to have to wait and see, unfortunately. But it's probably going to be fairly minimal, hopefully. With any luck, it's going to be minor inconvenience again for YouTube creators such as myself. Those minor inconveniences are starting to stack up, though, I will tell you that. And obviously another sort of bumbled attempt by YouTube to attempt to clear up its, you know, comment section and try to tackle harassment. You know, I have no issue with something in that by being like put in place like that. You know, YouTube harassment and, you know, abusing of the flagging system that's already in place, and, you know, the general negativity that you sometimes get on YouTube comments and all that, that does need to be addressed. You know, no one wants to be bullied and harassed just because they're on a YouTube comment. We don't want that. That does need to be sorted out, but it needs a team of human beings that are being paid by Google. That's what we need, please. If you're going to do this, YouTube, and I support it, please just pay people. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully this won't have too big an impact. As I said, hopefully it's just another minor inconvenience for YouTube creators, and hopefully it's something that's just a blip on the radar for YouTube users. How many people actually will end up using this? Probably some, but given how well this has gone down, and that's, spoiler alert, very, very poorly, probably not a huge amount, to be honest. But of course there are many, many, many people on YouTube, so maybe it'll do better than they realise. We just don't know. I know you email YouTube, but sometimes you need to not take the indirect approach. You need to take a direct approach. Get someone in an office chair, like the one I'm sitting in now, and get them to look at it with human eyes. That would be good. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this mess. I'll link the YouTube Heroes real video in the description below, and I'll see you next time.